Hi everyone! Firstly, we'd like to begin by saying well done to all of those people who have engaged so well with live lessons and the new way of learning remotely online. Some people have attended every single lesson, some people have produced fantastic work, and we are very proud at how resilient you're being during these difficult times. We'd like to update you on some of the changes happening from Monday the 25th of January and a reminder of some of the important things to ensure your time learning from home is as successful as possible. All of these changes will begin on Monday the 25th of January. Everything will still be online via the Google Classroom. So many of you are now experts at this and are used to the way work and resources are shared. This won't change. The Walk-Away Club will also continue to start off your day the right way, although the timings for some of you will be different. More on that in a minute. Remember, as most people have said they are doing, you must check your emails as you should get all notifications about posts on Google Classroom here. Your teachers may also wish to communicate with you and give feedback. You will find all of this in your emails with links to where it is. And, as most of you are now used to, all Google Meet links for live lessons will be using a nickname. This is a code to enter the live lesson. You need to go to meet.google.com, click Join the Meeting and enter in the code. Your teacher will still post announcements on the Google Classrooms to remind you, but it will always be done this way. The timings of the day have changed slightly depending on what year group you're in. You can see that the structure of the day has become longer for year 10 and 11. This is to support you better in smaller class sizes and groups whilst we begin to understand the changes to exams in summer. It should also help you to get the support you need and to find lessons personalised to suit you, your ability and the way you learn best. So, year 7 and 9 will continue as before, with Walk-Away Club which will begin at 10 a.m. It's really important you attend this. It is a check-in with tutors, but it's also really important to receive any messages and reminders. Then you have 3 lessons, and you should now all be signed up to do some choices. These are the extracurricular clubs and support, which you can decide which you'd like to do based on your needs and interests. For students in year 10 and 11, you'll notice some changes. Your Walk-Away Club will begin at 9 a.m. to ensure you're able to have your usual timetable of lessons, with the first beginning at 9:30. Lessons will still only run for 45 minutes to make sure you have the opportunity for a screen break away from your computer. Now, all options will be included in your timetable throughout the day, and most lessons will be directed by your usual teacher. As so many of you have already participated, the choice of sessions will still be available, but at the later time of 3 p.m, after all of your lessons. Remember, these are generally the same timings as the school day, and you will be following your own timetable. Don't worry, we'll still post a generic timetable on the website on your Google Classrooms, and tutors will remind you of your lessons for the day during the Walk-Away Clubs. As a quick reminder, we have had some brilliant lessons with some outstanding contributions that demonstrate amazing behaviour for learning. But just as a reminder, some people might need one. You must begin the lesson with your camera and microphone off. Your teacher might say it's fine to turn them on, to answer a question or to speak to them, especially if the group is small, but this is up to the teacher, so always start with them off. Listen carefully to instructions. You don't want to miss anything, as it's difficult to interrupt and for the teachers to have to explain instructions again. Use the chat sensibly, only about work and the lesson you're in. You shouldn't need to ask what time your lessons finish or if you can leave. This can be disruptive to other students and the timings will not change. So make sure you find this out for yourself. You must complete the full lesson, as directed by the teacher. Starting or leaving a while after the lesson has started will be monitored, and if this continues, tutors will be in the touch. It's not very polite to leave unless it's the end of the lesson, the same as when you're in school. However, when the lesson is over and your teacher has told you, you must leave the meet. Use the button or close the tab, and remember to take a screen break. Your eyes will be very tired being online and staring at a screen all day, so take this time, the 15 minutes, to leave your desk or computer, put down your phone and rest. Now, that hasn't changed, but from Monday we will also expect you to complete some work for every lesson, just as you would if you were in school. Your teacher will create an assignment for every lesson on Google Classroom, and you just upload your work there. More on this in a minute. You might also be set more independent work, for example, a task to do without logging onto a live lesson. Your teachers will communicate when this might happen and the form of every lesson as usual through the Google Classroom. And what we'd like you to do is to continue to engage the way you have been. We have been amazed so far at all your hard work and determination. And look out for more information on the website and Facebook about our home learning heroes. More information will be coming soon, but remember, Year 7, 8 and 9, you are still collecting your postcards which contribute to your house colours. Now, the students in Year 10 and 11, just quickly some further information regarding what you need to do. Not all lessons will be live. You might be given some independent work to do, you might be asked to join a live lesson to be shown something, and then asked to complete a task and rejoin the lesson before the end of it to go through solutions or show your work, for example. As I said before, your individual teachers will let you know how each lesson will be structured and what is expected of you. Every lesson you must submit work, either a photograph or start a Google Doc or complete the worksheet that has been sent to you. This must be attached to the Google Classroom classwork, which you will see on the next slide, but it must not be through email. This will become evidence of your ability and progress. For most lessons, this will be on your original Google Classrooms, ones that we used before the Christmas break, not the whole year group ones. When you have submitted work, this will be marked. Make sure you hand it in, otherwise you will not be marked in. Attending lessons and not completing anything will be the same as not attending at all. You will receive regular feedback from your teachers. This might be weekly or fortnightly, for example, but you should always read this feedback, take note of how you can make improvements, and try to act on these. And lastly, you will receive or might have already received a lockdown learning pack. This will include basic equipment, including your lockdown learning log. This should be used as time away from the screen to complete work. Remember, for Year 10, all of your exams will still be written exams, so it's still essential you practice like this. When you use the lockdown learning log, you will still need to submit it. You will take a photograph, ideally with your phone, and upload it to the Google Classroom. Now, for everyone submitting work on Google Classroom, go to Classwork along the top or the tab at the bottom when using your phone. You should see here your teacher has uploaded an assignment. Notice the icon used for an assignment. To submit work, click on this. It should have the date too to make it easier for you to find, and click on the document if the teacher has one for you to use. You should then complete the work on here to upload or upload any photographs to this document. Remember to click Turn In to make sure the teacher knows you're finished. If there is no work or documents attached, you can click the Add or Create button and decide whether you would like to open a Google Doc and add your work or photograph, or you can automatically upload the photograph from your phone. Now, there are some ways you can submit work. Submit work or be asked to complete work for each lesson, and this might be different. This might be electronically on Google Docs, slides or forms. You should still attach this work if it hasn't been created automatically by the teacher. You might also want to take a photograph if you've done your work in the lockdown learning log. You might also be directed to complete your work on another website or platform, but your teacher would let you know about this. Now, lastly, if you have any questions, continue to email us and contact school. We've been amazed with the engagement so far, but now must ensure that the work and time you're putting in is worthwhile. Well done, everybody, and thank you very much, as always, for listening.